as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Wiggins, Tayshaun Prince out there with Garnett. Then there's Towns, and it's Rubio in the point guard position. The pass to Garnett. And Rubio kicks to Prince. No good from outside. A lot of comparisons have been made about Andrew Wiggins. Kobe Bryant, in fact, Clark went as far as to say that he sees a lot of himself in Wiggins as a player.
Ultimate compliment there. I mean, that's exactly what Kobe Bryant just gave him. Wiggins has the chance to reach that level, I think.
Now, here's Rubio. Poked loose. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Minnesota.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. Drops in the breakaway layup. Smith's got the game going with his first points of the game for the 76ers. Philadelphia on D. The drive by Rubio. Passes it to Prince. For three. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the wing on the left. Got a piece of it. Now the feed to Okafor. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
The drive by Smith. And it's Okafor missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated into how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play. Here's Noel. Excellent D there from Garnett. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Wiggins drives in. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wiggins has got his first basket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's Noel. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Prince. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Grant gets a wide open look. They get it again. Okafor. Pass to Stauskas. And the shot is good.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Rubio misses. And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of people wondered how would he bounce back from that knee. And I have to say it was pretty good. I mean, finished third in the voting for Rookie of the Year.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Levine kicks to Martin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Dishes it to Covington. From past the arc. Rebound collected by Levine. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Pass to Bielitsa. Knocked away. Levine can't hit. The 76ers leading by 7. Covington kicks to Thompson. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Top of the key. Can't get it to go.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Beyond the arc. Bielitsa misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Jakar Sampson. 1 second left. And that could... All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
Okafor out there with Grant. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Sampson in the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. Philadelphia leading by 5. The rebound by Garnett. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. He lobs it up. Stolen by Thompson. Okafor, the pass to Sampson. And the layup's good off the glass. Sampson's got the first basket of the second quarter for Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know, Philly would finish right in the middle of the pack in terms of defensive rankings. They knew how to make stops, and they've got some good defenders, too, so not surprised they were fairly solid defensively.
Here's Smith. He's checked in for Philadelphia. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Rubio dishes to Towns. It's stolen by Smith. Feeds it to Grant. Shoots from the block. That one rolling around and rims out.
And the big thing that stuck out for me for the Sixers, their turnovers forced. I mean, second in the league in steals per game, 4th in the league in blocks.
tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
And Thompson kicks to Okafor.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Noel's checked in for Jeremy Grant, and Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Jakar Sampson. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Noel. On up the court. And then Okafor slams it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Rubio. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16. And even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
Thompson passes to Stauskas. It's deflected. The dish now to Prince. High post, Pekovic. Out to the right wing. Rubio missing again.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. Robert Covington comes in for Hollis Thompson. And here's Stauskas from the arc. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single-game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder. But we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also spent that year correcting his shooting form. And we're not talking about just a tweak when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Here's Smith after the basket by Minnesota. And Noel kicks to Stauskas. Here's Landry. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Jang dishes to Levine. Six to shoot. Outside, Martin. The 3. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And, you know, going back to Nerlens Noel's shooting, the improvements to his form look really good. Even better is that he hit 60% from the line as a rookie. That may not sound like a great start, but at this stage of his development, that's great progress. Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And, guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Now here's Muhammad. Pulling the shot by Carl Landry. And the best to Bielitsa. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
To the middle. Here's Covington.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
With 1 on the clock, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Number 12.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 12. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Nick Stauskas with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Nick Stauskas with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense, and what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar to make sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
Checking out the group for Sam Mitchell to start the second half. We've got Tayshaun Prince. Towns is out there with Garnett. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Rubio in at the point. Ball's knocked loose. Towns with the steal.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
The 76ers leading by 14. Smith kicks to Noel.
His ball. Distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth could grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
The 76ers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Rubio. Garnett kicks to Wiggins. The 19-footer is on the money. Wiggins has got 6 points. To give you an idea of how young this 76er team is, at one point last season, Greg, Tim Duncan had more seasons played in the NBA than the entire active roster of the 76ers.
That's hard to fathom. I mean, we all know there's this youth movement going on in Philadelphia, but they still need some veterans in that locker room. Very hard for the young players to lead.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota.